South Florida. Join thousands of listeners and viewers who tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Just sit back and listen to Steve-O and Sophia as they interview some of the top political influencers and entertainers. Express your views at 888-565-1470. And now here is Steve-O and Sophia.
Good evening, South Florida. Wow, it seems like just this morning, I guess that's what it was. This morning, Sophia and I did the most incredible show in Philadelphia.
Yes, it was very nice to
It was incredible. We had a federal judge on who's going to be running for the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, who's black and conservative.
And beautiful too.
And beautiful too.
Energetic. And
Smart.
She was on the right side of all the issues. Very smart, very engaging, and beautiful person altogether.
So that's how we started our morning off. And Sophia, we have a surprise for everybody.
Yes. Why don't you tell our listeners what the surprise
I
is?
think I'm so excited. I didn't even look it up on the calendar. I think it's April the 6th. We have gotten so many letters from listeners saying, how come you're only doing 30 minutes a week? You've got to start doing more. Well, we are. Starting the 6th, Sophie and I will be going from 2:30 in the afternoon till 3 o'clock every day with more conservative talk. And we are going to have, as always, some of the most special guests on. But we're going to start, I guess it's a week from this coming Tuesday. Our show will be running every day.
Every day. So we're going to lose our afternoon show or?
Our evening show.
Yes, our evening show. Are we keeping our evening show?
I don't know. We got to talk about it. But right now, the big surprise is we're going to be on every day.
Because if I'm all the 3 shows with you on Tuesday, it will be Tuesdays with Steve, right?
Yes. I hope Gus understands. You know what's so?
He might get a little jealous.
Hey, he kind of started this whole thing off.
Yes, he did. Yes.
What's so amazing, Sophia, is you've got a very, very full life. You own a restaurant, which if anyone knows about the restaurant business, it's full time. And here we are. I'm going to be taking 30 minutes every day out of your long schedule.
You and I thought about this long and hard.
We did.
And the reason we're trying to be on the air every day is because there's so much happening and things are getting very serious. I mean, I've spoken to a few people today. There's so many changes that never make it to the news. Is there an echo? Can you hear me well? Okay.
Yes.
There's so many changes that never even make it to the evening news, and people don't know. You and I watch for this because we want to stay on top of the issues. But there's so much legislation that is suggested to be passed, and so much that it's passed. And they're scheduling to pass more legislation, and without any resistance, because they have control of both houses, that is going to alter the United States as we know it. It's not going to be the same states anymore. And we all thought, okay, we'll work very hard until the midterm election, and maybe we can regain some control. But things are deteriorating in our country so fast that it's, for those of us that watched everything happening, it's very disconcerting, to say the least. Am I right?
Yeah, I want to say something, Sophia. I feel so bad for all the families yesterday in Boulder that lost their loved ones. This guy, I mean, they're finding out bits and pieces. His name is Ahmad Isa. And I mean, boy, they sure can't say that he was a conservative because he hated Trump. His brother said he couldn't stand Trump. So they can't blame this one on Trump.
Trump. They'll find some way to pin it on Trump.
Yes.
But the sad thing is, whatever the reason is, he killed so many innocent people in the supermarket in Boulder, Colorado. I have a friend, her son goes to college over there, and I was talking to the parents this morning. You think, okay, you send your kids to school at up in the mountains. Why wouldn't it be safe in Boulder, Colorado, right?
Yeah, University of Colorado is there.
Yes. My friend's son lives a block away from the supermarket that he happened. But people are depressed, people have issues, and then I don't know what makes people trigger happy and to go out and kill other people. I really don't understand it.
Well, Biden said today, his little speech he made, saying we can't wait 1 minute longer. We've got to change the gun laws. But you know what? Colorado has the toughest gun laws. In fact, they have background checks, major background checks, and that was one of the things that Biden said today. We've got to have background checks. If you look back on this, nothing would have stopped any of these people.
But the guns don't kill people. People
right.
Kill people. Okay. So if this man could not get a gun, he would probably get a chainsaw. He would find something. He would make a bomb out of material on the internet. He would find a way to kill people. It's
exactly.
Guns don't kill people. It's people who kill people. So I can see how a lot of people are upset with gun laws, but let me remind you, a gun by itself cannot kill anybody.
Well, I've got so many questions I want to run by you. First of all what'd you think about the $86 million that Biden's giving to these 1,200 illegal families to stay in a hotel when we have officers staying in a cold garage in Washington, D.C.?
Now,
I knew that would get you.
The illegal immigrants cost this country more than $116 billion a year. And the people who already live in this country, they're dying to get some kind of a path to citizenship, whether it's papers, whether it's recognition, so they can earn money and pay taxes. So I really don't understand why would anybody open the border and not allow the people who are here a path to citizenship. If you are pro-immigration, start with the ones that are here.
Right.
And that they can prove that they can be part of this. If they can prove that they can be part of our society, that they can earn their living, they want to pay taxes. They want to have papers. They obviously love this country. That's why they're here. But don't leave them in limbo and don't open the borders and create a bigger crisis. Take care of the ones you have here first. I'm sorry, but this administration talk with both sides of their head. They say one thing, they mean another. They blatantly lie to our faces when we all watch Secretary Mayorkas come out on Fox News on Sunday, and he says the border is closed. Well, we all know the border is not closed.
Right.
Which border is closed? I don't know, the imaginary one or the money that they stopped from the construction of the wall. Why would they stop the construction?
It was already paid for, Sophia. That material was already paid for. And you know what? Congress okayed that. So for Biden to stop it, that was illegal what he did.
But he didn't just open the borders to immigrants, or asylum seekers. He boarded it to cartels. He opened it to everybody, every crime. So, okay, so you restrict guns in this country. What makes you think they are not going to be imported illegally through other avenues? You can pass stricter gun controls when somebody has a legal gun. What if they have an illegal gun? What will prevent those people from using it and using it even against all of us, and we're going to be totally helpless? So, I don't know.
The last
It's
couple
hard to
days,
understand
Sophia, Fox, of course, the other ones wouldn't touch it, have been interviewing sheriffs on the border. And they're saying that crime rate is up, that these mules, these people who are passing drugs, they are so happy now. They're making $14 million a day. And they take these people out and they make them work for them. And it is just crazy what's going on the border out there.
I don't know. I don't know why would anybody create such a crisis. I really don't understand.
Somebody said today, Sophia, that anybody who crosses illegal should never be allowed to come into this country again. Because, there's a lot of people who are waiting to come in for citizenship who've done it the right way.
I agree with you that, I'm an immigrant and I'm all for immigration, but it has to be done legally.
Exactly.
And as I said, take care of the people who came here in this country as children. They're not responsible for their situation. Take care of the illegal immigrants. Allow immigration for employers to bring immigrants, on temporary visas, on term visas, so they can work the fields, work the restaurants.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. Restaurants face very tough times right now because the employee pool is very small between unemployment checks and different issues. There are no people to work in the restaurants. We're facing inflation in salaries as it is. So it's very tough because, as you know, in Florida, business is booming, to be honest with you, which we're grateful for Governor DeSantis.
Right.
And for President Trump for getting the vaccine out. People are eating out in droves. You can tell I'm tired and overworked, but we do need employees. So yes, there is room for foreign workers, but legal foreign workers.
Well, we kind of have a crowd here in the studio. I'm going to tell everybody something. I don't know if anyone knows this yet, but you do remember Biden promised that no one making under $400,000 their taxes would not go up. Everybody's got to remember that. Well, now it's changed today. He said, no, what I meant was a family, not an individual. So actually now he's lowered it to $200,000 per person, and I guarantee it's going to go down even more.
But not only that, they're suggesting a gas tax. A gas tax.
Yes.
It's the worst form of taxation on poor families, on people who have to go to work. Let me tell you, the rich don't go to work every day. They don't even leave their home. They get deliveries. They stroll on the beach. They don't drive to work. The people who work from paycheck to paycheck, those are the people who have to drive. And these people will see their gas prices go up because of a tax. You don't call that a tax?
Well,
That's unfair.
I use regular gas, and I saw it today at 3 different stations at $2.98. $2.98 for regular.
And
This is insane.
And the country is still not open up yet, right?
Yes. It is crazy.
Yes, it is.
The White House today, I told you about this morning. The White House has changed they're stationary. It had the Biden administration on it. And I'm going to tell my Sophia is here. She's here tonight. I did see it. I saw the Biden Association.
Stationary.
Yes. Now it's been changed to Biden Harris. I wonder what's getting ready to happen.
Are they getting us ready for something?
I think so. I think they're preparing. When she laughed yesterday, Sophia, about the border with all those kids down there, and she laughed about it.
I don't understand why it's left so hard. I really don't understand. I guess he's in a honeymoon. She still cannot see. He has to pinch herself to remind her that she's the vice president. I don't think she believes her luck that she became the vice president just like that. But the whole situation is sad, and we both know, or we all know, that they are not in control of this White House. Somebody else is, and this is what worries us the most. Am I right, Steve?
Oh, absolutely. I spoke today to the guy who owns the Dallas and Houston station, who is the lieutenant governor of Texas. I actually spoke to him today. He was so mad. He said, child sex trafficking is up almost 2,000% just in one border sector. And here she is laughing about it. Oh, is he mad? Oh,
And they have no intentions of visiting the border either, right?
no. Now, I saw where it says Vice President Kamala Harris is flying to Jacksonville on Monday, or she did, and she refused to attack Governor Ron DeSantis. In an interview, they kept asking her about the virus and lockdowns and the statewide mandates, and she would not say anything negative. But if she wasn't in Florida, oh my God, would she be talking negative?
They provoked her, right, to say something
Yeah.
about DeSantis. But how can you say anything about our governor? How can anybody say anything about our governor, please?
How can a President Biden say that he started the vaccinations when he got his before he was even in office? I mean, it is, but it's just, Sophia, it's one lie after another.
But Steve, this is all just smoke in mirrors.
Yes.
Just to let you forget about the real issues here. They are attacking families. They're attacking our foundation, our constitution. They're attacking this country. They're breaking down borders. They're changing our election laws. They're changing our everything. They're changing this whole country. This whole country after the next 4 years is not going to be the same country anymore. Why you're not allowed to stay mother, father, brother, all these people?
Yeah.
Why would you be attacking families? Why would you be attacking the center of our universe? Why would you be attacking the Constitution? Why wouldn't you be attacking the independence that the states enjoy and everything else? Why would you be raising taxes in the middle of a pandemic? Why would you be spending so many trillions of dollars, money that we don't have, and then raise our taxes to come up with this? I really don't understand any of this. I'm sorry, none of this makes sense, other than the fact that whoever's in the White House, whoever moves the strings, is not American and does not have our best interest in mind.
And I'm going to tell you some of those people, Sophia, are Republican. Karl Rove, who's a very conservative Republican, he worked for President Bush. He is doing a fundraiser for Adam Kissinger. You know who he is, out of Illinois, the biggest Republican Trump hater there is, and he's out there raising money for him.
I'm not a big fan of Karl Rove, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
I'm not. Now I'm
I
not.
don't like him. I think he was the chief of staff, right, for George W.
Yes.
He misled George W. Bush with Dick Cheney. They got us into this endless war that didn't make sense. It cost the country trillions of dollars and a lot of lives, a lot of injured and a lot of handicapped servicemen, a lot of American lives, a lot of liability all over the world. We still have army in Afghanistan, in Iraq. Look at how many limbs have been lost. Look how many children were raised without their parents because of Iraq, because of Karl Rove, Dick Cheney, and company there. No, I'm not a big fan of Karl Rove, and I'm not afraid to say it. And let me tell you, President Trump looks more and more better every day.
There's a lot of buyer's remorse out there.
Even the people who accused him of not being very nice or over tweeting or over talking or over this and over that, nobody can deny the fact that he really loved this country and he had our best interest in mind. And he worked very, very hard, and he didn't do double talk. He was a man of his word, and there is no doubt that he had America's best interest in mind. That's why in my mind, he will still be the best president ever. Whether he runs again or not, he will be a very tough act to follow.
You're
But 60
absolutely.
60 days, and these guys are already sending things down the drain. Why? Did you hear what Warren Buffett said? He quoted his partner, Munger. He says, the only things that can ruin something is ladies, liquor, and leverage. We don't need any more debt. We really don't need any more debt. That's why the stock market is going down. That's why, I don't know if anybody follows the dollar. The dollar is down 21% in the past year because of leverage. We cannot print our way out of anything. We will pay somebody has to pay for this. And you guess who is that?
Yes.
The buck stops with us. So
It's always
they keep
us.
printing money. Yeah, because they keep printing money because they have no concept of what it costs, what real life is. They don't know, but they'll end up taxing us. Yes.
We're
and-
$27 trillion. $27 trillion. Are we in debt? I mean, I feel so sorry for people with children who are going to have to really pay this debt.
I think I've said this before. Okay, let me tell you what a bankrupt country does. It bankrupts the people. We are the country, not the mountains, not the rocks, not the rivers. We are the country. So if our country gets bankrupt, we will be bankrupt. We'll have to pay higher taxes, higher inflation. And I was born and raised in Greece. A bankrupt country, you don't want to be inside a bankrupt country. So the Chinese, the Japanese, or whoever owns that piece of paper will dictate the rules.
We've only got a minute
It's a sad
left. I
situation.
wanted to tell everybody, Sophia, I listened to a couple talk shows today, and it was really funny. One of them said we're trying to get Sidney Powell on, and another one said we're trying to get Vice President Pence to come on. These are people we've already had on, and
Yes.
it looks like we're going to be getting Jenna Ellis on in the next week or two. She's going to be, so not only are we going to be on every day, but we're going to have some incredible guests.
Well, why don't you remind our listeners, the reason we are on the air is to provide a platform for all these great Americans and great patriots to have free speech, because there is no free speech out there. Everything is censored. Even the big channels like Fox News or whoever, or Newsmax, they're afraid of being liable, afraid of being sued. The truth cannot get out. So that's why we are on the air. That's why we're going on the air every day.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Sophie, another great job, and we will see you all I guess we'll be on next Tuesday night.
Yes.
And then we'll start every day after that. But thanks for tuning in, and everybody have a great week. God bless everybody. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining the Steve-O and Sophia Show. Join Steve-O and Sophia next Tuesday at 7 p.m. for more award-winning interviews with top politicians and entertainers.